Good morning, YouTubers. We're off to do a bit of work. As you see, the sun's come out. It's actually not too cold when the sun comes out.
No, it's nice, isn't it?
It just gets cold at night time, doesn't it? Fiona was just telling me that Harry's doing after dinner speeches now on how to run a successful business.
That's what I read. As if he knows anything about, oh my goodness. Well, I don't know what he's going to say.
He said it's dead easy being a millionaire. You just get born to Princess Diana and everyone's got a Range Rover. I mean, doesn't everyone have a Range Rover? I don't know anyone that hasn't got a Range Rover. You think you're a fucking idiot.
Oh well.
So someone's going to pay him to teach them the success of being a successful multi-millionaire.
Lots of ex-presidents and ex-prime ministers get good money doing after dinner speaking.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's interesting, isn't it? Asking someone who worked in the White House, who ran America. That's massive, isn't it? I'd love to meet a president, any ex-president of the States, any single one of them. Because it's got to be a fascinating job in a way.
I bet it has its ups and downs, but
well, yeah, must be stressful.
you've got to be quite a successful.
I'd love to meet any of the ex-prime ministers, any of them.
Got to be quite a successful, switched-on person, don't you? To get there in the first place. You don't just get born to the most popular woman in the world.
Case. You just get born into it.
Well, there you go. There's the secret of success. Get born to the right mother.
Oh, I didn't know there was a car wash there.
Yeah.
Go to the boat, under the middle box.
Get all of them out.
Get them all out, and hunt for these particular numbers. In fact, I'll come to the boat with you to explain, because then you can test them. And then you bring the ones that need renewing back.
I've tested about half of them, they all work.
I'll come
So I'd
in.
imagine
You can hang on
Yeah, but
here.
if they're out of date, they need to be replaced.
Or if they're not working. That's another thing we haven't tested.
Oh, you mean
that.
test the ones on it already?
I'll bring a
You don't
glass
just
of
want
water.
to replace them all
I'll bring
anyways.
a glass of water and we'll do it together.
I would have said just replace them anyways. It's worth it, you know? Like, what would you much prefer, right? Would you prefer this thingy to save your life?
Well, it's probably the same. They probably just flash the
I
same.
don't even think this one
Right, go and
works.
pull the boat in.
Oh, it does. Or would you prefer this thingy? This one doesn't actually activate to saliva, I don't think.
Now look,
Oh, it does.
you can put your finger in the water and then do that. Don't
It's
keep
much the
licking
same,
your
yeah.
finger, it's disgusting. Right, let's go to the boat. We've got our list, we've got a pen.
Do you want to take the lights?
No, we'll leave the lights in.
The life jacket's going.
Stabbed myself in the hand with a screwdriver. Trying
Why?
to get the old ones off.
Oh no.
Why? Oh, because I thought it'd be fun, Graham. I thought it'd be amusing to see what it likes to be stabbed in the hand.
Did you stab yourself in the hand, India?
I have before, but not today. I think that one great.
I'm actually here as captain in my supervisory capacity. Making sure everyone does everything right.
It's called the fuck all scene.
Okay, Kitty, how's it going?
It's going alright. I've got a sack full of lights here now.
Are they all out of date and dead?
You can see them blinking. Yeah, they're not dead. There's nothing wrong with them. I'll get a glass of water and show them how they work.
She's coming back. She's going to get a glass of water. Because these lights activate themselves when they go in the water.
Yeah, they're attached to the life jackets, and when the passenger puts it on and gets in the water...
Just put it in the glass.
Well, yeah. That's going to make a mess, isn't it? And then you turn them off. I mean, I don't even know why after they all started reacting. There must have been a bit of moisture in the bag. There's a button to turn them off. And they have an expiry date on the side. I don't know why. I mean, this is just my personal opinion. It's all to do with the, I don't know, Manilva Convention, but by law we have to have these on the life jackets. We're only operating in daylight hours. No one's going to see a blinking light like that in sunlight. You can only see it in shade. The theory is that, you know, if the people are drifting around and then the sun goes down and they haven't found them by then, but we're in the Bay of Gibraltar. But the thing is, we have to be licensed as if we're a ship, because when they did the convention, they didn't bear in mind there might be smaller passenger vessels. So both us and the Yellow Company, we have to be kitted out as if we're a ship. And the expiry date on the life jacket light is for the battery. But as you can see, I mean, these are out of date, but the battery hasn't gone down because they haven't come on, because no one's jumped in the water.
It's like a sell-by
So I don't
date,
understand.
though, isn't it?
It's like an
just
industry
it's
that's
an
been
expiry
created.
date, yeah.
And they're about, I don't know, they're about €20 each, these.
Are they?
Oh. And every year we have to check, and then we have a table with all the dates, and all the life jackets are numbered, so we can go through and find out which ones have expired, or are just about to expire, and then we go and we have to take the old ones off and put the new ones on.
Give me one that's not going, so I can show them.
It's actually 2 contacts. If you put your finger in,
Yeah, you can see the 2 contacts, the 2, the 2 brass buttons at the bottom there. That's where the contact's made. So that's what happens if your life jacket goes in the water.
And these ones we've just put on, and there's quite a few of them, expire in about 4 or 5 years.
That's not bad though, is it? If you get 4 or 5 years out of them.
But the thing is, there's always some of them that are going to run out, and we did try getting all new.
Yeah.
But then if you go out in a rough sea, where the life jackets are stowed, sometimes the waves come over and they get them wet, and then they're there blinking under the seat, and we're oblivious to the fact they're blinking their little batteries off. So we are constantly having to test these things and make sure they work.
Yeah.
And as I say, we operate in daylight hours. I mean,
But if they're not working, they need to be replaced.
and we
don't
operate in summertime when sunset is like 10 o'clock at night.
What we should do is take the batteries out, the ones that have expired, and put them in the dead ones.
No, you can't do that. It's a sealed unit. It's got to be a new. It's got to be a new light.
Oh, never mind.
And you've got to have, like, well, it's about 80 of them on the boat.
Very good. So these are all fit for the bin, even though they're perfectly functioning.
Tim normally keeps them. I'll turn them off. If he brings them. You get different types as well. That one was blinking. I think you can find all the blinkers in that bag and turn them off, because I don't know what he does with them, but I think it just makes him cry. It breaks his little heart. Before number 5. Okay.
Okay, first aid kits, they come in sealed bags in there, basically. It's about £100 for first aid kit, and when they're out of date, you have to buy a new one. So this is a brand new one we've got there. Goes in there, and then all the old stuff that's out of date, we just stick it in a box.
Yeah, because we can't open them.
You
That's the
can't
problem.
yeah.
Once you open them, they're invalid.
Once you open them, yeah, you've got to buy a new first aid kit. So we put all the contents of the old first aid kits in a box, and if anyone wants a plaster, I've got a blister on, I bought new flip-flops, so they can have a plaster please, £100 later, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they give them a plaster out of the old box. And that's it. So we just finish up with loads of
Yeah, loads and loads and loads of.
out-of-date everything. Rocket flares, CPR mask, look at that.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
If you want to do CPR with someone. Plasters, bandages, dressings, scissors, aspirins, wound dressings.
Don't cut yourself, Graham.
Try not to.
That's what's happening now, Graham.
Okay, well, I'm booting up the razor. It takes a couple of minutes to warm up and to come on, and then it goes round and does its radar thing. And we've got to test the SART. This is the SART, Search and Rescue Transponder. And how we test it is we turn the thing to make sure it transmits, the red light comes on. But we test it. This one's valid until
Alright,
2027.
It gets too specific.
2027, so we've got a good few years left before we have to buy a new one. And we normally test it when the radar's working. It's got another 14 seconds to go.
Yeah, then it will give it a blip.
Because
it's a very, very fancy piece of equipment now,
If
isn't
it's
it?
transmitting properly, we should get a whiteout on the screen, really. So okay, there we go. We're on standby. Okay, so we can now transmit There's a standby transmit button down here, so we press that once and our radar should start going round. There we go. And we can adjust the range. It's at 1.5 nautical miles, so it's quite close.
We don't want it on for too long.
It's quite close in, and you don't want to have it on in the marina for too long. So if I turn this now, we should see something happen to the screen. Oh, look at that. So the transponder is definitely working. Okay, so that's how we test it.
Very good.
What are you doing?
What's it look like?
Huh?
What's it look like?
Oh.
It's a plane coming.
Are you in a traffic jam?
Yeah. How do you know?
Cool, right. What are you waiting for?
Fucking plane.
An aeroplane?
Yeah. See, none of these guys are smart enough. All turn your engine off. It's safe fuel. Some people are. Other people aren't.
Yeah. Oh well, see you at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming from where?
The wind is coming from the northeast.
Is it? Oh dear.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
It's a little bit nippy.
I can see the flag on the top of the rock there. And that's definitely easterly.
Got a British Airways coming any minute.
It could be swinging round, it could be swinging round for sure.
It's just turning round now.
There's a
I can see it.
Gatwick Express.
Oh, I'm not sure. They go to Luton as well, don't they? And Heathrow
London Express
and
then.
Liverpool.